Shit, real quick, what the fuck is fuck this how this motherfucking video? Well, fuck, we gonna talk about spirituality in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Star Pilot. Jet Spark. Motherfucker.
I'm real cursed. I'm real cursed. I'm real cursed.
And this bitch. Shit that ass, little bitch. Shit that ass, little hoe. Shit that ass, little bitch. Shit that ass, shit that ass, shit that ass. Shit that ass, little bitch. Shit that ass, little hoe. Shit that ass, shit that ass. Make it clap, make it clap, make it clap, make it clap. In the cup, pour me a drink. I may sing in some things. Hit the parties on my plane. Got a them in the back. Got the angels in the front. I'm so hot and stuck to be dark. Bitches got a hole. But always flying, will be whole. Word street, bitch. Went to college, did 8 years for an extra buck. Now that's fuck. But do you think? Because right now, we gon' party like it's our last. But you don't need no cat. Just give me that look and I'ma know fast. I might fuck you in your mouth or fuck you in your ass. It's really not that hard, bitch. I might even bust a motherfucker ass. But that's bad. Cause the fire close his friends look like some old hags. You maintain your youth? So we gon' party secretly and not drink responsible. Cause we on some shit. Shit that ass, little bitch. Shit that ass, little hoe. Shit that ass, little bitch. Shit the ass, shake the ass, shake the ass. Shake the ass, little bitch. Shake the ass, little hoe. Shake the ass, shake the ass. Make it clap, make it clap, make it clap, make it clap. Shake, shake the ass, shake, shake. Clap, 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 clap. Shake, shake the ass, shake, shake. Clap, 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 clap. Throw it back, throw it back, throw it back, throw it back, now throw it back, now throw the ass, now clap, make it clap, make it clap, make it clap.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I better tell this shit. Wait for me 1 second. Yeah, if I tell this shit, I was about to name it Spiritual Talk in this motherfucker. But fuck it. We're finna talk about it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Always like, so I'm saying, so it's like, when you're going through your certain algorithm system and reality, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, cause like no matter what, we have this type of thing on where we feel like if we're not having some sort of reciprocity, well, I can't ever say that word, within something in your life on where you're trying to create some sort of foundation within something you're already consistently doing. Like, for example, like you could be doing anything. You can be working a 9 to 5, right? And if you don't have some sort of basis on where you're going back to that actual coming back to yourself, and coming back, like having some sort of way in how you always have the energy to have the willpower to go back within that space and come back with, like, because you know when you're in a job, you got to keep. They usually want us to have some different personalities every other day, but you gotta play a role on where if you're not having that certain strong foundation on how you're kind of going upon yourself, you start to prejudge and go through scenarios where you think, damn, what the fuck is this shit? Like, do I even want to work here? So take that example, use for anything in your life. You know what I'm saying? So when you're going through those kind of process systems, it's like, be aware that, like, you always have to keep an eye out for what you're representing within yourself. Like, when you go within the internal realm and you know how to come within yourself and see, like go within your internal chakras and go within the past and future, it's like you're seeing the things you've laid the foundation for. You know what I'm saying? And when you see the things you laid the foundation for, then that should become some cold ass shit. But it's like, if you're not aware of it, then you'll start to think like some shit is off. Like you'll start to think like some shit is not even meant to be for you in all scenarios. You know what I'm saying? You may be going through something, and you may feel like, man, this shit This shit may not. I feel like may not be directing towards me. It's just a certain energy that I'm in. That whatever spirit is in that space attacking that energy, I should. If it's not me, I should let go of it. Or if it's me, I should continue going on with it. But the point is to have some sort of foundation on where, like I said, my first point, you go back to that point space on where you just be yourself. So you don't like show all different types of faces. You come through the mask, come take the mask off and come within your face like that. Your real identity, and let that play out within what you're actually trying to represent within yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, no matter what, like, you gotta be a space where you're aware on how you're having some sort of, uh, like, some sort of like enjoyment within what you're doing. If it's not your enjoyment, what you're doing for your creativity, your goals, your passions, your gifts, your all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the Archangel Jangelo, aka Jangelo, whatever you want to call it. And it's like that's like my message is like I teach from a high space and relate it to individuals, but I also have a space on where you gotta be able to keep your passions and your gifts and goals, and know how to keep those things to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know how to keep those things to yourself, you'll be in a space on where you're having some sort of negative, like it's like I teach about keeping the passions to yourself, but at the same time I express what I be passionate about. So it's like I'm in a that's where the angels be at when they're in a space on where they're they're and what's that fucking, they're in the double worlds, like both worlds. And like it, I ain't gonna say it's difficult, but it really gets you thinking like, damn, I must have been in a space for me, because like I said, angels, our job is just to wake up the other angels down here, or humans in general down here, and let them know who they are and get them back in track to where they're supposed to be, rightfully so, on that spiritual space. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a space somewhere you don't have some sort of reciprocity, I can never say that word, within yourself and others, then you'll be in a damaged ass space and where you won't know how to relate within yourself, and you won't know how to go upon your certain esoteric travels within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be in a space where um like you have some sort of power within yourself, so you know the space on where you're developing the things you're developing in a key point, in a main attribute. You know how to have some sort of uh power within what you put in within the words, you know what I'm saying, or within the vibration, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have no power within those words of vibration, then no one would take that shit serious. You know what I'm saying? Two people can say the same thing. If one person can say it and no one, the person doesn't give a fuck. Another person can say it and someone get impacted by it. You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference? The difference is the power that spirit brings within itself. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know how to bring that shit within yourself, then you will know how to understand how to get out of these waves of consciousness, these waves of levels. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, nigga, we're our shit is our shit. Well, your shit should be self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Your job right now is to be in a space where you're creating your own atmosphere, and that's where we're heading to right now. All of us. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know how to, like, you don't want to be a retarded atmosphere. Trust me. Like, nigga, I seen some retarded ass atmospheres, and I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I still treat them like they're that, but they're an atmosphere, but it's like, you don't want to be a retarded ass atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why, and then when you see these humans, you'll see the humans they'll be there'll be some fish, and you'll be able to see them. You know what I'm saying? And they're really, and that's the last remaining pieces of the human. You know what I'm saying? And once you see those kind of spaces, you'll be in spaces where you're understanding like what the fuck is this. So it's like once you there's like because like it's like an energy space on where this shit we kind of implode. I mean explode. If you're in a negative aspect, you'll be imploding these. If you're in a positive, you'll be exploding these. So our point of oh shit, our perception is to explode these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Explode your organs to to the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? When we explode the motherfuckers to the atmosphere, motherfucker, that shit, that's what you become in your next life. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if you're in a space where you're living, you keep on dying to live, then you manifest a scenario in your real life where you die in the physical realm, and you don't want to go on that path because that's not a right path for you to go to, especially if you were killed in a during your work, something you didn't want to do, shit like that. You want to be if you're gonna die, you want to die in a scenario where you were you were smiling or you were in some enjoyment in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because now you know that was your last remaining piece of mind you were holding on to, and whatever that was, you were in heaven in that mind state, and when you were in heaven in that mind state, whatever space that was flat floats off to, you already know you're from you. It's like you get connected with shit familiar like that, and when you get to shit connected to shit familiar like that, those shits become like they don't even become your world, but you start to create shit similar to that because you already in a happy space. So you're like, what's a similar space I can create that was like that. By default, you create that clothing, that unwrapping, and that becomes your new form. And there's more to it, but like I said, you just gotta be aware that the shit that you become, like I said, we're all gonna become atmospheres in general, and in general, you know what I'm saying? So we in the last remaining uh times, like these we're in a new like think about it. We're literally going through a new shift every pretty much every day, pretty much. 'Cause that's how uh um old and outdated this world is. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a space where you're in that kind of scenario with this within this world, you're stuck to be in a space where the outdated world you're in becomes the whole scenario where this shit becomes like the whole the back. It's like if like oh, shit like damn like you don't want to be here when we all pass on is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're here when we still pass on, it's like it'll be like this. Like this is the best way I can explain it to y'all. It'll be like you'll be in a scenario where you still think it's like it's like there'll be it's like because I be seeing it when I be observing shit and I be like, damn, individuals really finna be in this. That's fucked up. But it's like, see, angels, we're here to wake y'all up out of that. But we want no parts of that because we've been there, done that so many times. So it's like when we see from y'all perception and see from where y'all are at as spiritual space, like y'all may not be spiritually ascended, and there's no such thing as ascending, or I'm just using these for lack of words, but you may not be spiritually ascended yet into a certain space, and you may be in a space somewhere now you're in a situation where you're you're sculpting out your reality to be for the last remaining spirits down here. You'll be with them, and they'll be like they'll so goddamn they'll think that like they're still living, and they won't. It's like it's weird. It's like when once they think they're still living. It's like they put themselves in double layers, and that double layers becomes their reality with the other spirits that were there. And see, when you're in the atmosphere, you see them just as fish. So you'll be flowing, they'll be swimming around, shit like that, going like. But see, they don't even understand that that concept of what they're living by. They're already living by some other train of thought being that was there before, and it'll be like a space of where it's like y'all know how animals are trained by humans, and the animals and see y'all know, so animals are go from oversouls and are trained from humans. See, and humans can train animals. Atmospheres can train humans. But see, when they're in this space, it's like they won't move on from if they're when they're stuck when they're being stuck as humans and they don't want to move on, they'll be in a space somewhere. See, their perception becomes like the train of thought of where their it's just like their reality becomes almost animal like. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they may not be aware of it, and they'll it's like they'll be they'll still be living life, but notice some shit is off, and it's like because some shit just won't make sense. And see, this is what the angels are trying to save y'all from, to go through those experiences, because once you're in those experiences, you see what I say in my on my full sound, not full sound, but my mama EP soundtrack. What when that song "No, I Don't F with You." See, I'm not even talking about an individual. Like y'all see, like man, y'all just gotta be hip with the shift. Y'all just gotta understand with this the shift. But I'm not talking about an individual, nigga. I'm talking about like a way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And that way of thinking becomes that actual oversoul that guards. Like it's kind of like it's like it guards you and how you're supposed to be seen as a perception. So when you're looking at it from that context, it's like once you're in that space, it's like all the trees will be fake. It's like you only have one real tree, and y'all will start worshiping that one real tree, and y'all see that as God in an aspect. So and be like, oh, we're going to the Garden of Eden, not understanding you're already in the Garden of Eden. You're just in the death process of it. You know what I'm saying? Because since y'all were praying since y'all were trying to understand how to get to that space when y'all were in your previous forms, y'all then came to this actual form, and to now thinking like, oh shit, this shit's gonna be the shit. This shit's gonna be a shit, and then y'all get stuck into that form, and then now y'all understanding, oh shit, we done fucked up. But y'all can get out of that right now with angels and powerful spirits down here right now to help you guys. You know what I'm saying? So even when I drop this album, y'all will get. It's like y'all will understand it. It's like it's a whole different shift from the previous album, but it's a whole different shift, and it's like it's like I don't want to speak too much on it because I'm gonna be done with it by next week. I'm dropping it next week, but it's like I was just working on it right now. But yeah, that's why I said go like I want to talk to y'all about some spiritual shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like, if y'all not aware of certain things, y'all be in a space somewhere you're progressing backwards in certain scenarios within your way of living. But see, when you're becoming an atmosphere, it's like you'll be in a space somewhere it's like this world, but more expanded, and then you'll have like you know how when you have it's like you still have that way of thinking on where y'all know how down here you maybe have certain organs that you may be going through discomfort or you don't like, or just think ways of thinking you don't like. When you get there, it'll be like the things you don't like is on a less percentage level. You know what I'm saying? And when they're on a less percentage level, you're more in the more in the you're more liking more energies in general. So you're more in the liking of stuff things. And when you know how to become the as is in that totality, that's how you become that androgynous form. You know what I'm saying? In that androgynous form, don't get lost in y'all third dimensional thinking. Oh, androgynous is this boy and girl and no. This is some other shit. You know what I'm saying? And we all understand that as is androgynous form in general. Now you're in a space where you're sculpting yourself out within that parameter, and you already sculpted out. You already sculpted out. Now, once you're experiencing that world, now you're with the angels, the other angels. You know what I'm saying? And we're all angels. We literally, I'm telling you, nigga, we all angels. Trust me, like we are all angels. You just gotta know what type, where you are, how you like it's all that shit. You gotta understand all these things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you understand all that shit, it's like, man, the shit becomes more simple, and it's like that's where like it's like the things you felt like you couldn't do down here because it took a lot of work. It becomes easier. It's like I don't even want to speak because I don't want to get dirty because it's not even something. It's really not how I'm explaining it. It's not even like that, but it's like that. It's like it takes ears to see, eyes to listen. So if y'all are there, y'all know what I'm trying to say. So when you're understanding that shit, it's like the whole thing becomes the whole thing of where we have some sort of uh 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 work we do within ourselves that we know how to get shit going. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no matter what, like I said, once we get to that process, we'll know how to have some sort of foundation and have some sort of relativity within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But it's like no matter like it's like it's like that's why it's good to know your genealogy, your background. You know what I'm saying? What your previous forms of what you came back, what you came from. If you were in a greater form, if you were in a lesser form, whatever. You gotta know all these things so you know where you're coming from a perception, from a perspective. You know what I'm saying? So we know where you were coming from a perspective. Now you know where you were previously at. So now you know if you got to have some work to do, or if you have to do some backtracking. But or whatever scenario y'all are trying to go with. But what you gotta understand is that, see, you gotta be in a place of where you're understanding that the point within what you're trying to like it's like the thing you're trying to do becomes your scenarios. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I teach what see if y'all go on Google and look up, because Angelo, that's the name. Like I'm Angelo, the angel low. The angel came low to express. It's like it's deep. Like the angel came low to express to. So I came in a form looking just like y'all to express. So y'all don't. If I came in my actual form, y'all would have. What the fuck is that? So I didn't come in the form like y'all like. Oh shit. Okay. This is related. So it's relatable. You know what I'm saying? This is how the angels do it. You know what I'm saying? A relatable ass forms. So once the angel came low. Okay. Once the angel came low. No, I seen something. Once the angel came low, now it's trying to now it's expressing where or how it can shit. It's expressing. I'm getting confused with this shit, but I'm like, once I'm showing you how to get back to y'all kingship, y'all queenship, y'all chief shit, your chiefess shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. If you want your presidential shit, not this third dimensional shit, your real shit. You know what I'm saying? Suck my king shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know where you're coming at as a spirit. So it's like once you're in that space, it's like now you're seeing, oh shit, you're just like you're developing certain spaces, and it's like once you get to, it's like once you're in that space. See, I teach, like I said, I teach keeping. So anytime you're in a space of where you feel like you want to express something, and you feel like you really want to express it, and you don't care how others feel about it, or you don't care how they feel or think about it, and you really want to express it because you feel like it's the right thing to do. That's me. And I teach about you don't even gotta express that. Like it's weird, but this is weird. This is literally what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? You may be passionate about something. You may enjoy doing something. But see, I've been there, done that. But see, this like it's like you want to be in a space where you know how not to get lost in that illusion, because what that mind state you came up with, you know your mind, since you know your mind is a creature, you know you in that space, for you to think and feel you want to think and feel you want to do that, you are already in the space. I gotta close this trash. You gotta already be in a space where, see, for you to think, when y'all get to that space, like, okay, I gotta express this, or I enjoy doing this, or I like doing this, or I'm passionate about this, or I feel the need to do this, but and you feel you want to express it, but you don't. That's me, because when you're in that space, in the mind state, you already did that in the mind body. So in the fourth, fifth, sixth dimension, you feel like doing that. The mind is the first body. So that's what I'm doing. I'm teaching you your mind is the first body. So jump in that and live in that world. That's the whole point. You want to live in that world, because that's the real world. That's the real shit. That's the real process on where you get your information at. Because you never know. See, there's nothing down here for you to be excited. Nothing down here excites me. I'm trying to tell you that right now. Nothing down here excites me. You know what I'm saying? So once I already understand that, and I understand, okay, if the first to the sixth dimension is the real world, and I know about my passion, all that shit that drives me, for me to express these things, the best way I can do it, since I chose this astrological alignment, see, I chose Gemini, so now even if I sound terrible, y'all might think, oh, you sound something about it, I just like it. So I chose. So now I transmuted that. Now I'm tuning to express it through my music. You know what I'm saying? So the shit that I'm passionate about, or I want to talk about, or I want to express. Hold on, give me a second. Oh shit, my bad. All right, so like, yeah, so it's like the things I'm passionate about, things I express about, things I kind of lost my point, but yeah, it's like, if I'm gonna be in a space where I want to express that through my music, then I'm in a space where what I was passionate about, the things that drove me to be in that space. I'm aware that kind of threw me off, but but listen, once I'm in that space, that's where I can express it through music. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like shit like that. But it's like, that's why, like I said, you want to be aware. Like, you want to be aware. Like, shit is deep out here. You know what I'm saying? Shit is deep out here. You never know on where you may be at, or where you spiritually may be at, or if you're spiritually not in the space, or like I said, you just gotta know how to see these things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no matter what, we all in a space on where we all creating certain vibrations, mind states for y'all to live in, for y'all to derive in. That's what angels do. We create mind states for y'all to live in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it'd be shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like it's motherfucking deep. You just gotta know how to look at these things. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to look at these things, then you'll be lost in the sauce, thinking something is something else. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you want to be aware that to look at these things, and once you're aware to look at how to look at these things, you'll have some certain percentage level on where you came up with certain attributes, on where how you can explain certain artilleries. Ooh, I said it. Oh shit, yeah. You know, I said it. But you have ways how you express certain artilleries. You know what I'm saying? and have some sort of attributes on where you can express your creativity and your passions and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And once you want to express your creativity and your passions and all that shit, now you have some sort of power within yourself, and the power you have within yourself becomes the energy work within what you're putting within those experiences. You know what I'm saying? And those experiences, when you know how to derive those experiences and create certain energy work towards those experiences, and know how to see those experiences the right way, and know how to come with the energy work within those scenarios, then you'll know how to have some sort of relativity within these things. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, like, always be aware on how to have some sort of power within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because don't never be afraid of your power, because, like I said, God just wants to see you, like, try. God wants to see you be in that space somewhere. See, if since you all talk, prove that action. Let me see that action. Let me see where you're good at. Let me see where you derive at. Let me see where the power derives from. Let me see where all these things derive from. Because if I can't see these things, child, then you're not really about that life. You know what I'm saying? So God wants to see you be about that life. You know what I'm saying? If you're not about that life, and you're in a space of where you're letting just your the third dimension persuade you and push you all around and all types of shit, and then you won't have no power within yourself. You won't have no energy within yourself. You won't have no creative spark within yourself. You always try to reflame yourself, and you want you just there's nothing for you to be flamed. You know what I'm saying? You're already underwater. You can't flame a lighter underwater. You know what I'm saying? So when you try to flame a lighter underwater, then you the only thing you're trying to do, and you're just trying to put yourself out on purpose. If you're the flame, you're already drowning your emotion. You're already drowning your emotions. You're already drowning your desire, just soaking in these things. So if you have no energy, if you have no passions, you have no work, if you have no work ethic to these things, then you will have no thing. You won't have no thing to push you and push you to be in a certain space somewhere you feel like you really should be. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what, no matter we all in a space where we feel like we should, like, anytime you're in a space where you feel like you should be something greater than what you are, like, that's like angels giving you, like, those, because we live in the mind, but we became physical. You know what I'm saying? But anytime that's like, and that's all possibilities reminding you that, see all possibilities that God has to send us to remind you. So all possibilities is not gonna straight up come to you unless you're in a space where you're near that location, but you're unaware of it, and it gives you a message. It may play out through a certain leaf. It may play out through a certain flower. It may play out through a certain gesture you did. You didn't know why you did that, but you had a certain feeling. It plays out through anything. You know what I'm saying? So once it plays out through those certain attributes, those certain scenarios, then you'll be in a space where now you understand these things and how they're supposed to be seen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like that in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, once you're in that space, now you know. Okay, now I know where to derive my power from. Where to derive my shit from. Where to derive my spiritual ass kicking power from. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is and once you know how to get close to, once you know how to get close to all possibilities, God, it gives you that message. If you're not wise enough to see it, then you let it pass you, and it'll be like, oh, see, I gave you something, you didn't take it. Listen, I gave it to you, you didn't take it. But see, if you're in space, and this is where God sends His angels, and we come and give y'all a message. It plays out through your mind first, or anything really. But like, let's say, because we're more potent in the mind. You know what I'm saying? And the physical, because the mind bends into itself and creates the physical. But check it out. Once we're in that space, like, for example, let's say you felt like you're in a space where you're way more greater than something. You're way more. You feel like you're way more than what you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That you're getting a sign from the angels, and we're letting y'all know, and we're letting y'all, and you can try if you wanted to, like, decipher which angel it specifically is. You know what I'm saying? But it's best you don't. It's best you just take the message. You know what I'm saying? And once you take the message, you understand. Okay, this is now I understand where this shit is coming from. You can be all ages, all sizes, all whatever, all races, and you can and you can take this message. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to take the message, then you'll be lost in the sauce, thinking, "Oh, this shit is something else. This shit is just in my mind." But see, this is where we play out, and we play out in the mind first. So you may think, "Oh, shit, I should be so much more. I should be so much more, way more greater than this." Damn, like, this is what the fuck is going on. This you're getting a sign, and it may lead you to have some sort of energy working where you're putting some sort of power within your thing. Like let's say you always had a business you want to do within like let's say let's say your family has a business within your shit, and you always felt like you want to be the okay, let's say you probably didn't want to be a part of it, but see, you may get a message, but could I low key finesse this and leave my way, like, and like just, and like, since it's a family business, I can just become a manager there and know how to decipher certain things and play certain roles because it's my family, but I know how to play certain characteristics within these things. And if I know how to play certain characteristics within these things, then I know how to get to certain percentage level and locations to where I'm supposed to be at in the spirit in the physical realm that can lead to, well, it won't lead you to the spiritual realm, but can lead you to a better way of thinking spiritually if you know how to get there. It's like the mind is, for the spiritual realm, is more important. So for you to get that message, you already in the spiritual world in general. So the spiritual world led you to play a certain physical role to play. So it may lead you, okay, let me go join this family business. There's angels talking to you. So check it out. Join this family business and see where your best qualities is at. And if once you find your best qualities where you're at, go for it. You know what I'm saying? And you may take that message and not understand it, but let's say you get it, you're a little more centered in the spirit, you're a little more powerful, you get that message. You probably go there the first week you're in that family business, you fuck around, nigga. It is some weird synchronicity happens. You find something you're good at, so you stay in that location, spiritual location, that esoteric realm. You stay in that spiritual location. Motherfucker, someone comes in, nigga, talking, yo, what's your Cash App? Yeah, I just sense a good energy from you. I just want to give you some money, so it gives you a cool $30,000. All of a sudden, oh shit, what the fuck? Where did this shit come from? What the fuck? Then all of a sudden, you don't even need a family business no more. You can stay if you want to, but this is, you know what I'm saying? This is the shit. This is how the shit plays out. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual realm is like, you don't want to stamp, like, not stamp, but you don't want to what's that word I'm looking for? You don't want to limit yourself in the spiritual realm. You always want to be out expanded in your certain experiences. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, my lingo, my words, check, turn. You may think check is talking about some money. You may think check is talking about some cash, some money. You may think turn is talking about some turn up party or some Atlanta slang. It ain't none of that shit. It just some shit that, see, I know what it means and I can explain all I want, all to y'all, all I want, goddamn, I can explain to y'all as much as I want. But if y'all don't understand it, I'm telling you what it means. Check was when you're spiritually flying and you're looking around, so you check your location. You're, oh shit, oh, you're flying. That's it. Turn. You make a turn. And you flip it around, so you go some new location. So check as you flying, turn, you used to steering. Check, flying, turn. Check, flying, turn. You know what I'm saying? Check, turn, 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 turn. You're flying that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and there's more meanings to it. But like I said, once you're spiritual, you know, you just create these words yourself, and you know how it's like deep. But you know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty much all I want to get out in this motherfucking video and this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. But yeah, just know we're in a new shift, and we're going through new shifts like every day, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling y'all this. Oh shit. I'm telling you, does this world feel the same to y'all? Let's be honest. Let's be real. Does this world really feel the same to you guys? You know what I'm saying? And that's, I know it doesn't. So nigga, get with the fucking program and ride that flight, and ride that jet, and nigga ride that plane, and nigga ride that spaceship, nigga ride that aircraft, ride that helicopter, wherever you fly. Don't ride no dumpster truck. Don't ride no car. Don't ride no Lamborghini or whatever y'all want. I don't give a fuck how expensive you think that shit is. You don't ride none of that shit. You ride the shit that flies. I don't care if you made up a flying vehicle. It doesn't even gotta be none of them shits. A flying vehicle. You fly that shit. All that matters. You know what I'm motherfucking saying? And check it out. Jet Spark Star Pilot. And we out in this motherfucker.